Hi everyone, welcome to our Young Founders series here on the One Third Project YouTube channel. This series features incredible young people from across the UK who have overcome struggles and barriers to create opportunities for themselves and for others around them. We have so many exciting guests coming up, and today's guest is here with us today, and he's ready to talk about his journey into founding a campaign to raise awareness and educate people about stammering. Hi Jack, thank you so much for meeting with me to talk about your journey. How have you been doing?
Hi, Hannah. Thanks so much for having me. Yeah, I'm doing really good at the moment. Yeah, just getting by with lockdown, but yeah, doing really good. Thank you. Yeah, how about you?
Good, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Have you been busy this week?
Yes, with university for my masters, been doing that and my other job. So yeah, I've been busy. Yeah,
Amazing, thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk to me today.
absolutely no worries.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what the Be Kind Stammering campaign is?
Of course I can. So yes, so my name is Jack. I'm 21 years old. I am from a small town called Kirkham in the northwest. So my experience is mainly journalism. So I graduated last summer during the first lockdown. So that was a bit interesting. But yeah, so I got my degree in that. I'm currently studying for my MA in TV production at the same university called UCLan, which is in Preston. So that's my main kind of, thing. But my Be Kind Stammer campaign, it's something I came up with in 2019 when a primary school teacher approached me about doing a talk in her school in Huddersfield. And basically, I went to their school in January 2020, and it revolved with me doing workshops, assemblies at that school. And then from there, other schools wanted me to do talks, and then came lockdown in March, a year ago. So basically, I had to adapt the whole campaign, basically, what it stood for, because basically I couldn't go into schools, I couldn't interact with teachers. So I moved all online. I launched the Instagram, the Twitter, to get the conversation going. And basically, it's just gone bigger and bigger and bigger because I get to work with colleges and universities now, which has absolutely been a great chance because I thought students in higher education wouldn't be able to learn anything from me, but they've actually learned quite a lot about stammering techniques, the awareness, and also working with speech and language therapy students has been absolutely phenomenal. So yes, so mainly it's to do with awareness and education, and in any form of way of getting that message out, I try and achieve that. So yeah, so it's mainly me, and I've got my team of activists who work with me: Alana, Erin, Thomas, and Georgie.
Amazing. That genuinely sounds like you're doing so much, and I've researched into it as well. I've seen
Oh,
all
brilliant.
the interviews you've done,
Thank you.
the social media campaigning. It looks brilliant.
Thank you.
And for someone who genuinely, I was obviously aware of stammering previously, but I've never actually been kind of educated on the matter. And it was so interesting for me to kind of delve into that kind of topic and learn a bit more and educate myself. And like, you're doing a
Thank
brilliant
you.
job, clearly, because I wouldn't have known anything about it
Thank
otherwise.
you.
Um, so when you were younger, did you think you'd be leading a campaign at all, or did you what were you like when you were younger, and did you think anything like this would ever happen?
So when I was younger, my stammer was quite bad. Because right now, I don't really show that I've got a stammer, but that's because of my confidence, I guess, because I just own it, and if I do stammer, I stammer. So when I was younger, I was quite shy, mainly in primary school and high school, and then in college, when I had speech and language therapy, basically for a year, it really helped my confidence. As well as that, I also came out in the same year. So I had a lot to deal with in college. My speech being worse, my sexuality. So basically, both of them coming together and me getting through speech therapy has made me so confident. And you said about did I ever think about having a campaign or anything like this? No, the question's no, because I didn't really see if there was a market for it or if people were really interested in it. Because, like what we've said, stammering, not a lot of people talk about it. But now we're building a platform with the BBC and other companies and charities like Stammer. People are really, really wanting to talk about stammering, and that's also arguably to do with President Joe Biden, because he has a stammer as well. So really, it's because everyone's talking about it, I think there's more interest, and because of the interest, people are really excited about my campaign. So yeah.
Absolutely, and I just want to say that you speak really well and
Thank you.
like confidently, and you're so engaging as well, which
Thank
I guess
you.
is part of the reason that the campaign is doing so well.
Thank you.
So if you had to sum it up in one sentence, how does it feel to speak? Obviously, you've done lots of interviews. How does it feel to speak to so many people on social media, TV, and radio? Because like, I used to have anxiety, and I hate speaking in front of people. It terrifies me. So how do you feel about that?
I don't think one sentence or even one word can sum up that. I just think I'm really privileged, because when I was in college and high school, I did drama, and this is where I think my confidence comes from, because I've always loved being on stage. I've always loved public speaking, which is a bit weird really, because I bet people watching this will be like, well, if he's got a stammer, how could he want to do public speaking? Because I was head boy in college, and I just liked having my voice heard. So I just feel really privileged, because it's what you said, I've spoken to the BBC on multiple occasions, podcasts, things like this. I feel privileged to have my voice heard, and I feel like as young people, we have got so much in us to do change. So whilst we can, we need to speak up. So yeah, I feel privileged and that we have the ability to speak up.
You're studying to work in TV in the future. What's your kind of career goals? What's your plan for the future for your career?
So that's a funny question, because I don't even know what I want to do, because I'm only 21. So I kind of don't know what the plan is, because obviously with COVID, it's kind of caused a lot of problems, not just for me, it's affected everyone. But before COVID, so in February last year, I was working at the BBC Newsround, which came about after me pitching a story on stammering, the International Stammering Awareness Day in 2019. I pitched the idea to a group of journalists who've been working there for 10, 15 years. There's me, the newbie, as on work placement, and then the story went viral. Then I got a job as a freelance runner, and then I was getting more and more shifts. Then the pandemic hit. I kind of lost the freelance job. Then I got a job again with the BBC for BBC Bitesize last October, November, and now I'm just focusing on Masters, my campaign. So the answer is I don't know, because I would love to go back to the BBC on a full-time basis, but failing that, I would love to take the campaign further, or just get into social media and marketing. The world is my oyster, basically, because I've just worked hard, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it pays off. But who knows? I'm just lucky to be in the position I am. So yeah, I don't know, but time will tell.
Absolutely agree with you. I'm also 21, and if someone asked me, even though I'm doing so many different things, if someone asked me what I wanted to do, I have no idea how I'd answer.
Exactly.
So that was a brilliant answer to the question. So what advice would you give to students or young people who may be interested in setting up their own campaign, which may be related to yours, maybe related, anything like that?
I think the biggest advice is just to go for it, because it's not what I said. This teacher approached me. I had no idea how to even approach schools or even how to get a campaign going. I just went with it, and I've had to learn along the way. So like, for instance, I have merchandise, so I have mugs, t-shirts, and I remember I bought myself one. I was like, oh right, and then I put it on my social media, and then I had so many people messaging me like, oh, where can I buy one? And I was like, oh, I didn't think people would care. And now I've got a new design mug, because this is the original. I've had like 3 different mugs since. So my point is, what I'm trying to say is that if you're feeling anxious or scared, just go with it and roll with it, because up until January this year, so a year, I had no one helping me really. It was my campaign, but now I've got people involved a year later. So that whole year I had to learn, adapt, and I had to really just, kind of wing it really. But now I've had a year of learning, I kind of know what the goals, the end goal should be. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I just think to go with it. If you're a young person, use your platform for good.
And we'll do one last question.
Yeah.
So what are your goals and vision moving forward with the campaign itself?
So my biggest goal was working with different institutions, which obviously has come across through, lockdown. So I'm really, really hoping that even after COVID is a thing of the past, that I really hope that colleges and universities, schools understand the importance of Stammer awareness, because we need to basically teach and educate people about stammering. And also, I really, really hope that in some capacity, I can hopefully influence the system, the education system, to incorporate stammering awareness and speech impediments as a whole into the PSHE curriculum, because an hour session can change someone's life. Because I remember when I was at school, we never learned about speech impediment or anything like that. And I think an hour session in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot. And I can guarantee you, everyone will meet someone with a stammer in their life. Make that at Starbucks, make that at work. You will meet someone with a stammer. And I hope that I can convince people that actually it's worth just having an hour session in the curriculum. So hopefully I can incorporate both of them into my campaign. But yeah, I just really want to educate people and just to let people know that having a stammer doesn't hold you back. And I think as well, that's one of the biggest things, to teach people hold you back. You can be successful, and just because you've got a speech impediment, it doesn't stop you. So yeah.
Massive thank you to you, Jack, for coming on and speaking to us. I'm so happy that we can help raise more awareness for your campaign. Are there any platforms or social medias that you want to add in to kind of for people to find you?
Yeah, so I'll do it specifically for the Be Kind. So Twitter, it's at Be Kind Stammer, and then Instagram, it's Be Kind Stammer Campaign. So you can find me on them too. And then I've got my personal ones as well, which is Jack Dinsley. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and everywhere. We are working on a website, but that will come in time. And then if you follow me on those platforms, you will be able to find the website when it launches. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video and for supporting the young founders that have been interviewed throughout the series for the 1/3 Project YouTube channel. To find out more information about the 1/3 Project and what we do and any projects you may want to get involved in, you can head over to www.1thirdproject.co.uk.